You're watching the TGM production. It's not a normal world, it's Taskmaster World! Pew 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 pew! 6 months later, we're back on the TV series Taskmaster World. Pew 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 pew. Yes, we're back to talk some Taskmaster news, especially for the UK audience, but it involves the international versions. This is an article from the British Comedy Guide, Thursday, 2nd of April, 2026 at 11:01 am. Today's date and time as of filming is Thursday, 2nd of April, 2026 at 12:50 am. Or 12:50 p.m. actually, if you do the maths right. So we're going to read the article and then I'll tell you my opinion and what I know further on from this. Channel 4 have confirmed 3 more years of Taskmaster, a total of 6 more series plus specials. They will now also be available to UK viewers to watch on YouTube alongside the New Zealand, Australian and Canadian version. When they say Canadian version, they mean Taskmaster Quebec. Alex Horn says, I'm pleased and quite stressed that I've got to come up with lots more tasks for a lot more comedians. Channel 4 has ordered 6 more series of Taskmaster, keeping the hit show on the channel for 3 more years. A spokesperson says Channel 4 today have announced the recommission of Taskmaster, keeping the BAFTA and Rose O'D Award winning format on British public service broadcasting. Woohoo! The deal sees Greg Davis and Alex Horn continue in their role as the Taskmaster and his very small sidekick in 6 new series for the global hit series. Taskmaster New Year's Treat and fan favourite Taskmaster Champions of Champions, once there are more champions to crown, will also return. Alex Horn comments, I please and quite stressed. We've already had all that. So a lot of this is repeating. Just want to point that out before I finish this quote, because this quote's slightly different. I'm pleased and quite stressed that I've got to come up with a lot more tasks for a lot more comedians, but thought of 3 more years in Greg's deep embrace is soothing my little head. Greg Davis adds, I'm delighted to meet, and Grinder remains, Grinder's spelled Grinder. I just mispronounce a lot of things, that's why. And to open for business. I look forward to gleefully keeping it fed with the help of a small, introverted man that I own. Taskmaster returned into a worldwide hit, with the show's official YouTube channel having now clocked up over 1.4 billion views. The show has provided particular popularity in America, with views up to 70% in a year to 243 million. Channel 4 is working on continuing to expand the digital reach of the show, expanding all series of Taskmaster will continue to be available to stream for free on Channel 4, the Channel 4 app, for anyone wondering, which was all for 4OD, and I think it must have been something else before that. And fans will now also be able to stream the successful New Zealand, Australia and Quebec version. They keep saying Canada, but I think they mean Quebec, of the show on Channel 4 and Channel 4's YouTube channel UK, which are among the 13 international versions of the format which air across the world. This deal also includes full episodes of Channel 4's YouTube channel for UK audiences. Does that also include Sweden? Because if you go on the Channel 4 app now and you type in Taskmaster, along with Taskmaster, Taskmaster Class, Taskmaster Champions of Champions, Taskmaster New Year's Treat, Junior Taskmaster, and Taskmaster bleeped in all versions. It also comes up with Taskmaster Australia, Taskmaster New Zealand, Taskmaster Sweden. Sweden coming back on. Will we get more series of Swedish version back on the Channel 4 app? New Zealand coming back. From what I can see from a Radio 4 article that's slightly wrong in places, it looks like we're going to get the rest of the series that we didn't get last time, which was probably 4, 5, 6, and whatever other series. I can't remember how many series there actually is. Tom Beck from Channel 4 says, Taskmaster is the most creative, funny, and frankly ludicrous show on telly. I'm delighted to enable their silly balance, brilliant, for another 3 years. Executive producer John Thorday adds, it's fantastic to renewing our successful UK partnership with Channel 4. The brilliance of Alex, Greg, and the production team, along with excellent comedians, keeps this show delighting and surprising viewers every series. Series 21, Taskmaster, which starts next Thursday at 9 PM, featuring Amy Gledhill, Taskmaster UK. When I say Taskmaster, I mean the UK original. Amy Gledhill, Amanda Iannucci, Joanna Page, Joel Dommett, and Kumnar, Kumail. So, and then his last name's spelled Nanjmana. Right? What we're going to do is, because we can do, if we go to translate, let's go to Italian, just as a random button press. This is what this is how the Apple pronounces it.
Kumail Nanjiani.
And let's do that once more.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Kumail Nanjiani is how Apple wants to pronounce his name. If that is wrong as well, I apologise on that part. Starts on Thursday the 9th of April. Series 22 is expected to air later in the year. Speaking recently about Series 23, which would likely air in early 2027, Horn said, I could give you a sneaky bit of information for the distant future. We have got an Oscar-winning winner in the future series. Oh, who will that be? Well, only time will tell. Obviously, Time Team won't tell that, but only time will tell. So, let's briefly discuss. Taskmaster New Zealand Series 1 to 3 and Taskmaster Sweden Series 1 and 2 were added onto Channel 4 for a limited time not that long ago. Now, with this new news, does that mean Sweden's coming back? Does that mean that if this is successful, New Zealand, Australia and Quebec are successful for the streaming side of things, right? If you're going to broadcast on E4 Extra, do it at a sensible time. If it's successful, does that mean we'll get Norway, Sweden, Finland, the upcoming Iceland version, upcoming Estonian version, Portugal, Spain, America, Belgium, Croatia, I think it is. Anyway, but there's a lot of versions that I would love. Denmark, that means hi in Danish. I am learning Danish a lot more than the other languages that I have been learning, so I need to do my Danish practice today. Anyway, so I think that if this is a success, we should get more of the versions added to the Channel 4 app and Channel 4 YouTube channel. Gutted that they're not just unblocking the stuff from the Taskmaster YouTube channel, because that will mean that the Taskmaster YouTube channel won't get as many billions of views in the UK as it was getting, because everyone's going to another channel to watch it. Me personally won't be rewatching and watching them on YouTube. I'll be watching them and rewatching them from the Channel 4 app, because that's my preferred platform. Not in general. I love the BBC iPlayer, if I have to tell you my favourite platform. But I don't watch YouTube anymore, which is quite a coincidence, because this is on the platform of YouTube. And you can also find it on my website, tommason.uk. All one word. Apart from the dot is an actual dot. Anyway, so I don't really watch YouTube, so having it on the Channel 4 app meant that it's accessible to me. I don't know if Taskmaster Sweden, if the international version will have the audio description. I have heard the audio description's not great, but I do curiously want to find out it for myself, because I am really interested in all aspects of TV, and I'm trying to make things as accessible as possible. So the more I learn about audio description, the better, because it's the easiest form to accessibilize, as well as subtitles. But sort of just got to play it by ear, because subtitles, you try to make it accessible for non-English speaking audiences, and that's not in my skill set. And closed captions is what I do on Tom's Fact of the Day. That's trying to make it as accessible as possible. But that's beside the point. I'm really excited for the new series that starts next Thursday at 9 PM. It's going to be a belter of a series. I'm really excited to be able to get access to the latest series of New Zealand that I haven't seen, and the bits of Australia I haven't seen, and the other episodes of Taskmaster Quebec I've not yet seen, because I think Taskmaster Quebec is brilliant. And as you know, if you see see one of my interviews, I sort of make we talk about Taskmaster Quebec Series 1, Episode 1, and we make a reference to Mike Wozniak, so I'm glad that the whole rest of the UK will be able to see that joke and reference, but I'll probably clip that up when the series comes out and post a reference to it, probably, online. But I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be an excellent series. The fact that we're getting more international versions is excellent. Good that it's been renewed, and good that we find out now it's been renewed. Good that we're getting new stuff with it, and I'm really excited to see what that does. That probably won't change anything for Taskmaster Supermax Plus. That hasn't been updated since its launch. Well, since like a couple months into its launch, so it hasn't really updated here in the UK. Hopefully, it updates, and hopefully there's more more things just come out of Taskmaster in a more positive way. If the international versions do well, I would suggest these countries to get their board games and their books all brought over here to the UK, sell them as they are, because collectors like me would love them. I obviously found, luckily on Amazon, the first Swedish book, and I'm trying to track down the rest. But I think what it does is it's a positive step for the international versions for the UK, because we adore them, and if you look online, it's all anyone talks about, really, in that sense, when they're not talking about the UK Taskmaster or any other show. So I'm really excited for it. It's going to be an excellent Thursday, so I just think that in this week and next week, it's just gorgeous. Doctor Who-wise, we've got 2 missing episodes of Doctor Who coming out tomorrow morning at 6 AM. I am going to lap them up and review them for Tom Mason. And the next week, we've got the international versions of Taskmaster New Zealand, Australia, and Quebec all coming to the Channel 4 app, along with the brand new series of Taskmaster UK. Will we ever get every episode ever of Taskmaster Sweden? Probably not, due to the broadcaster change, because the rights probably are different, trying to get it over here in an international sense. But obviously, we've got series 1 to 20 at the moment for Taskmaster UK, we'll have 21 next week. Thank you for watching. It's not an Onward, it's Taskmaster World. And remember, keep tasking. Bye. Taskmaster World will return. Taskmaster World was a TGM production. Hope you enjoyed.
Hello everyone, please subscribe to Taskmaster World.